Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Welcome to Government Information Center on our second day of our daily media briefing with the Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Honorable Dr. P.M. Shiranga. I now cross over to him for a briefing. Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much. A very good afternoon to our viewers and listeners. I want to provide updates pursuant to yesterday's updates that I gave. There are people that are going around soliciting money for the funeral, claiming to be doing it for the funeral of the late president. The government would like to make it clear that it has not assigned anyone to solicit money for the mourning or funeral of the president. So if you see people that are approaching you, claiming that they are claiming that they are collecting funds for the mourning and for the funeral of the late president, please report them to the Namibian police. Our daily programs are continuing, and they are from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock at the residence. During the weekend, we want to allow the family to rest. There will be no daily memorial service. And from next week, the venue will change from the residence. We will advise in due course once a venue is known as to where the daily memorial service will be taking place. There has been questions regarding what are we doing with the portraits of the late president. Public and private institutions are advised to remain hanging the portrait of the late president until government directs otherwise. But for now, continue hanging the portrait of the late president. And there have also been people that are asking, what about institutions that want to hold private memorial services? Companies, institutions, organizations that want to hold small memorial service for their staff members are able to do so. However, institutions that want to arrange for larger gatherings, memorial services, they should obtain approval from the National Preparatory Committee going through the Office of the Executive Director of MICT. And the Book of Condolences, as we have indicated, they are at all Namibian diplomatic missions, the Office of the Prime Minister, National Assembly, the Judiciary, as well as at the residence. So these are the official Book of Condolences that people can go and sign for. We would also like to inform our viewers and listeners that the United Nations General Assembly today will hold a memorial tribute at the United Nations General Assembly Hall in honor of the late president at 3 o'clock p.m. American time, which is 22 hours Namibian time. In Namibia, we use 24-hour cycle. There's nothing like 10 o'clock a.m. or p.m. So it is 22 hours. So those that want to follow proceedings of the General Assembly during that time, they can then follow. So let me just run through the program of today. It will be led by the Executive Director of the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Ms. Sanet Steenkamp. There will be an opening prayer by the Chief Inspector, who is a chaplain of Nampol, Reverend Hafeni Mwaningange. There will be a tribute by the Governor of Bank of Namibia, Johannes Hage. Then there will be a tribute by yours truly. Then there will be a tribute by the Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Kalesh Letveen, and the sermon by Reverend Linnea Haufi Kumkete from the Namibia Correctional Services. And then it will be announcements and vote of thanks by the Deputy Minister of Sports, Youth and National Service, Honorable Emma Kandema Gaumas, and the closing prayer by Reverend Isaac Malwa. Programs are designed to be very brief, just 2 hours. Those that are able to attend, we should know that we have limited space, so people will be seated on the basis of first come, first served. I thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Honourable Minister. Now we wish to allow time for members of the press who have a question. After those questions, we will revert back to the Minister to attempt to answer those questions, and then we'll close the briefing after that. Please identify yourself and the institution that you represent.
Esther Mbathera, freelance journalist for the Namibian newspaper for today. My question is just basically on the international front, who are the dignitaries that we are expecting to come to the country in the next few days? And who are those that have already made their way to Namibia? Because I think this morning we saw that former DRC President Joseph Kabila was in the country. We just wanted to confirm who else is coming. And also, what are the mood at especially with those closest to the president? What's the mood at the moment? Yeah.
Thank you so very much. Now I wish to invite. Yes.
One more question. There was also a question for the people that are living a distance far from the city where the books of condolences are. There was a request if there's a possibility that these books can also be given to either the constituency councillors where they can then go and sign because they are not able to come to the city centers. Okay.
Thank you so very much. I now wish to invite the Honourable Minister to deal with those 3 questions.
Thank you very much. With regard to who are the dignitaries that are expected, we would not know because different countries are making their arrangements, and when they notify us, when we have also the date of memorial service and funeral service set, we will be able to confirm who are the dignitaries that have confirmed to come. With regard to the book of condolences, for now, it stays at those designated places, the offices of governors. For now, those are the places, but of course, the request from the people, that is something that a National Preparatory Committee can look at, but we cannot pronounce anything on that now. With regard to the mood of those that are close to the president, it goes without saying that anyone who has a closest person that has passed on will be feeling sad.
Thank you so very much. That will conclude our press briefing for the day. We'll be coming again tomorrow. We'll advise on the time after consultation in-house, because there was a request that to allow more time for the print media to be able to file the stories for tomorrow. So we'll advise tomorrow if there's going to be 4 o'clock or a time which is not 4 o'clock. Thank you very much for the day.